life and the doctrines of the sect have been laid down, the practice of the Nichiren sect can be explored. The first and perhaps most simple element of the practice is recitation of the Lotus Sutra. It is most commonly the august title that is recited. In Japanese, this consists of 7 characters and is pronounced Namo Myoho Renge Kyo. It is believed that repetition in reciting this will lead to Buddhahood, because it places the devotee in mystic communion with the 3,000 worlds. That is, all the manifold beings in the universe throughout the past, present, and future. Repetition could lead to Buddhahood, and Buddhahood cannot be attained without this connection to the universes. Another element of the practice of Nichiren Buddhism is its visibility as a group. Nichiren Buddhism is vibrantly different from other sects and easily differentiated. For one, they hold loud musical services. They are also known for their use of spells and charms. They are visible in their differences from traditional Buddhism, the largest and most significant of which is perhaps their belief in a national and even universal church. The practices of Nichiren Buddhism almost seem more like many Western religions than Buddhism. There are also many sects of Nichiren-inspired Buddhism. This is due mostly to the split between Nichiren's 6 main followers following his death. The main school, the Nichiren school, or Nichiren Shu, is headed in Manobu, the site of the temple where Nichiren himself taught. The Nikko school was started by Nichiren's successor and perhaps closest follower, Nikko. Nikko followed in Nichiren's footsteps and renamed in Manobu. Nikki's temple in Tasekeji would later become the home of the Nichiren Shoshu school. Nikko school was started by Nikko, who took over Manobu after Nikko left. The fourth is the Nichiro school. It is based in Kamakura. Later, they were given land in Shijo, and it became named the Shijo school later. The Nakayama school is from Shimosas. The Nisho school, otherwise known as Hama school, was founded by Nichiren's follower Nisho. The follower named Nishio started the No Alms Accepting or Giving, or Fuju-Fyu school. Finally, the No Alms Accepting or Giving Nichiko school, or the Fuju-Fyu's Komon, was founded by Nichiko. It is important to remember that though there are many sects, there are definite differences between them. These may seem like small or even marginal differences to many people, but these came out of irresolvable conflicts about the way things should be done, what should be believed, or the differences between what Nichiren may have said to each person. These have been around for many years and still have found that these differences have meaning. There is a very large and affluent sect of Nichiren Buddhism that was not mentioned before, in part because its founding occurred much more recently in history. According to their own American website, Soka Gakkai may be defined simply as an association of lay adherents of Nichiren Shoshu. Soka Gakkai, which means value-creating society, was founded by Makiguchi in 1930. He was followed by his disciple Josei Toda. The name was originally Soka Kyoiki Gakkai, meaning value-creating education society, but was later changed. This name was in part because Makiguchi and Toda were educators who came across the work of Nichiren and thought that it applied well to education. They converted to Nichiren Shoshu. In just 10 years, by 1940, the membership numbers were up to 3,000. During the Second World War, Japan's government made Shinto the official state religion and enforced its following. Makiguchi refused and was jailed, much as Nichiren had been exiled for his belief in the power of the Lotus Sutra. The group is known for its support of peace, culture, and education while spreading the teachings of Nichiren Shoshu. It is an international group with more than 12 million members worldwide. Soka Gakkai sees Buddhism as philosophy as well as a religion. In their own dictionary of Buddhism, it states, based on the practice and philosophy of Nichiren's teachings, the Soka Gakkai advocated an individual inner reformation it calls human revolution, the ultimate goal of which is a peaceful world and the happiness of humanity. Nichiren taught a form of Buddhism based on the supremacy of the Lotus Sutra. Though he may have condemned all other Buddhist sects, he also said that each person has within them the ability to attain Buddhahood, and gave hope to many people in a time of turmoil. Many people still follow his teachings these many years later. The way that things are done has changed, as has Japan and its people, but the importance of the Lotus Sutra has remained.